It's a pleasure to be here and to be able to talk about socio-cultural tourism aspect of sustainable tourism. I was thinking this week about the introductory part to this and thought of a company that I'm familiar with in Manitoba. And you might be familiar, some of you, with Earth Rhythms and Celeste Bar, if you've heard of him. He does totally customized trips, nothing the same. And part of his support network is his community. And he has a list of people, musicians, artists, people that bake for him. I was thinking in the middle of the night that Butcher the baker, the candlestick maker. He has everybody as supportive people to his particular company. And when somebody phones and asks for an experience like a family reunion or corporate retreat, then he can draw on these people from his community. And I went to his website and found this little bit of a testimonial. It says Earth Rhythms has the ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Without reservation, an adventure with Earth Rhythms is a moment in time when the cup runneth over. So I was also curious to see what's he up to these days, and feel a little bit like Jeff Hutchison on Canada AM. This is what I learned on the internet today. He's working on a project called Stepping Stones in the Eastern Arctic, and he's working with a series of communities up there. He's gone in and said, here's what you have that's unique and new. So I apologize, we have somebody from the Northwest Territories. I can't say these words, but Canadian tourism experience in Nunavut, whatever, will be developed by the people in a way that are culturally sensitive, economically viable, and sustainable. Seeing the invisible through conversations that matter. There's a quote here that I think helps us understand this a little bit too. It's never enough just to tell people about some new insight. Rather, you have to get them to experience it in a way that evokes its power and possibility. Instead of pouring knowledge into people's heads, you need to help them grind a new set of eyeglasses so they can see the world in a new way. From John Seely Brown. So these are some of the experiences that Celeste has gone into the communities and adopted. I'm leaving out quite a number of them, but he said going twice to a salmon fish net with local fishers to take Atlantic salmon and Arctic char right out of the nets. Eating fresh Arctic char that has been smoked for 15 hours or so in a coal smoke using blackberry sod over coals. Walking with, learned from, became educated by, and was inspired by three amazing stone carvers, Canadian legends and icons, John Terriac, Gilbert Hay, and Walter Piercy. To walk with them is to understand marble, soapstone, serpentine, labradorite, and Newfoundland marble from a spiritual perspective. Listen to the language of the Inuktitut being spoken in 5 different communities. Tried sounding it out myself. Saw minke whales in the Hamilton Inlet and photographed them splashing about in front of the arriving coastal boat, the Northern Ranger. Saw, touched, and watched labradorite being cut, a beautiful blue crystal-studded rock that was polished at a stone plant in Maine. Talked to the production manager, walked on the beautiful tiles of labradorite, and had a new appreciation for a stone that's loved in Italy. We don't know about it in our country. Talked with the ship's mates of a crabbing boat, walked through a large crab fishing plant, being guided by the production manager, and then tasted fresh snow crab, which was available for $6.50 a pound. Ordered and bought customized stone carving, sealskin mitts and sealskin boots direct from the artist. Traveled with the local guide through some of the most beautiful islands north of the Caribbean. Watched the sunset. Traveled with the mother eider and her young. And watched our guide catch an Arctic char while thunderheads disappeared in the east. Met wonderful friends, new friends, artists, fishers, entrepreneurs. Was inspired by the people, their welcoming nature, and the traditions that they introduced me to. These are the experiences that each of us have in our communities, a little different from the north, but different experiences from those around the world. And that supports our culture in our community.